know what I mean. Double 11 senior year made history. Football, we took it to the playoffs. Collinsville, white and purple, yeah, we are the K-House. I said the K-House, the school of champions. We laugh a lot, we rap a lot. I'm at Sabia, Indian again. I'm telling them that Collinsville is where it's at. So when we on the field of court, they better be aware of that. They scared of that. Of course, look at the ceiling. What up, Mr. Floyd? Yeah, Collinsville. And yes, I'm glad to say that I'm a K-Hawk. I'm about to graduate. Yeah. You know what it is. Collinsville High School. Champions. Yeah. Screaming that's us. And when we on top, boy, quit fussing. All around my town, everything is white and purple, white and purple, white and purple, white and purple. We shut it down for the school and the sports team. White and purple, white and purple, white and purple, white and purple.
White and purple. Yeah, I know you see it. You see the chaos and you tell yourself you wanna be it. I go to CHS, so I am a champ. I ran this game so long I'm starting to get a stomach cramp. Class of 1 and 2, but we're number 1. Shout out to all my juniors, yeah, you know we get it done. White and purple, you already know. It's little easy peasy and that boy lay low.
Yeah, you know what it is. Collinsville High School, a champions. Yeah, screaming that's us. And when we on top, boy, quit fussing. All around my town, everything is white and purple, white and purple, white and purple, white and purple. We shut it down for the school and the sports team. White and purple, white and purple, white and purple, white and purple.
I'm by my white and purple, Scarface and DJ Screw. We on the peak of the mountain, best at what we do. Yeah, we the champs, homie, but we ain't selling shoes. These boys bleeding purple, call us the chief and crew. They don't gotta do it big, cause I don't play with sports. I play my cards right, now a good report. When Dub 12 comes, it's time to roll off. I'm the back cause everybody rolling with me, K-Hawks.
Yeah, you know what it is.
Look, all the freshmen,
High school champions.
yeah, they know what it is.
All around my town, everything is
White and purple, white and purple, white and purple, white and purple.
we shut it down for the school and the sports team.
White and purple, white and purple, white and purple, white and purple.
Yeah, you know what it is. Collinsville High School, a champions. Yeah, screaming that's us. And when we on top, boy, quit fussing. All around my town, everything is white and purple, white and purple, white and purple, white and purple. We shut it down for the school and the sports team. White and purple, white and purple, white and purple, white and purple.
And very good late afternoon, early evening, everyone, and welcome to Virgil Fletcher Gymnasium here at Collinsville High School, where we have a little volleyball action for you tonight. Southwestern Conference matchup between your Collinsville K-Hawks as they host the Alton Redbirds. And once again, my name is Todd Duke. Welcome into the pregame show, brought to you tonight by Chiropractic Works in Collinsville, owned and operated by Dr. Chris McCluskey. He and his crew are focused on helping as many people as possible live high-quality lives all through chiropractic care and wellness. You can visit Dr. McCluskey at Chiropractic Works in Collinsville, 410 Regency Center. That is just off of the Beltline Road in Collinsville. Give them a call at 618-343-3602 or online at chiropracticworkscollinsville.com. K-Hawks come into this contest with a record of 6-7. They are 0-4 in Southwestern Conference play under their second-year head coach Mike Nichols, who now finds himself with an overall record of 14-20. Alton, they are 11-10. They are 2-3 in the Southwestern Conference, and Jenna Schmidt-Weidman is their head coach into her fifth year, and she is now 24-70. Collinsville, they last played 6 days ago, and they saw their brief two-game win streak halted on the road at Father McGivney in a two-set loss. Hard-fought loss, by the way, 26-24 and 25-22. K-Hawks have won 3 of their last 5 with those back-to-back wins coming over St. Louis schools in Hazelwood West and then a road game at the School of Medicine and Bioscience. 5 of the K-Hawks' next 7 matches are in the Southwestern Conference. Game tomorrow at Granite City, non-conference. Then matches with Edwardsville and at Belleville East before returning home to face Metro East Lutheran. Then Belleville West comes to town before Collinsville ends that tough stretch at O'Fallon on May the 9th. By the way, the rematch with the Redbirds is set for May 16th at Alton, and that would be the Southwestern Conference regular season finale. For Alton, tonight is the final match of 4 straight road games for the Alton Redbirds. They played 3 of those 4 they played at Metro East Lutheran yesterday. The Alton won 25-19 and 25-15. For the first time in Alton boys volleyball program history, the Redbirds have reached double digits in wins, with those 11 wins eclipsing the previous high of 8 wins, and that was set last year. The 11 wins, by the way, matches the total number of wins during the program's first 5 years, when they went 11-75 from 2015 to 2019. Since then, they have Jenna Schmidt-Weidman 24-7 or 24-70 record. That's what they've done since. Alton, as I mentioned, they have 2 Southwestern Conference wins, a 2-1 win at Belleville West on March 28th, and a 2-set sweep at Edwardsville on March the 11th. All right, we continue our conversations with the Kahok senior boys volleyball players, and next up on the list is number 5, Jack Geisen. My conversation with young Mr. Geisen will come your way after a timeout here on the Chiropractic Works pregame show on the Kahok Sports Network.
The Ortho Gold TRT tissue regeneration machine is revolutionary new technology. It's known as a shockwave machine. In the hospital setting, it's lithotripsy. The machine looks sort of like an ultrasound head, but it's much different technology. It drives sound waves into tissue at 3,500 miles an hour. It's a 3 to 5 minute non-invasive treatment. This is revolutionary technology. It's great for acute, which means, injured tissue, new injuries per se. Also chronic conditions. We have many people who have canceled knee replacements and shoulder replacements and treated lots of plantar fasciitis, foot, ankle problems. Overall, the Ortho Gold TRT soft wave machine is revolutionary. We've been very excited to bring it to our practice, and we've already helped a tremendous amount of people with it, and we're looking forward to helping a lot more.
Schaefer Excavating and Demolition in Pontoon Beach provides complete commercial, industrial, and residential demolition and excavating services. Schaefer Excavating and Demolition is family owned and operated by former Kahawks since 1980 and have over 4 decades serving the Metro East. Schaefer Excavating and Demolition is your choice for quality and experienced work at a reasonable price. Schaefer's does jobs of any size, whether digging for water and sewer lines, site preparation, or building demolition. Schaefer's can do it all. Schaefer's Excavating and Demolition also sells backfill, topsoil, loam, and other materials. Licensed, bonded, and insured, from earth moving and land clearing to building and demolition and road construction to septic and sewer system work. Call the experienced crew at Schaefer Excavating and Demolition, 618-931-6237.
Looking for good food, good times, and good people? Look no further than the Bridge Inn in Caseyville. Just over the bridge from the Kahok Stadium, Bridge Inn features a friendly and courteous staff that serves up the coldest drinks and the best food in the Metro East. Lunch and dinner is available daily, with a breakfast menu every Saturdays and Sunday morning. And don't forget about fantastic fish fry Fridays. Bridge Inn also features pool tournaments on most weekends and a gaming area for the over 21 crowd. Bridge Inn in Caseyville. Check them out at 519 North Main Street in Caseyville. Call for carryout orders at 618-344-3530. The best is yet to come at the Bridge Inn in Caseyville, 618-344-3530. Financial investments are very important, but so are the investments of time, patience, and encouragement our young athletes receive from other coaches, teachers, and mentors. Jason Regg, your Benjamin F. Edwards financial advisor, understands this. That's why Jason Regg is a proud supporter of your Collinsville Kahawks and the Kahok Sports Network, as well as the Kahok Educator of the Month Award. For all of your investment needs, see financial advisor and investment vice president Jason Regg at the Benjamin F. Edwards office in Edwardsville at 1012 Plummer Drive, or call Jason Regg at 618-307-7048, or visit benjaminfedwards.com. Benjamin F. Edwards, members SIPC.
My name is Rayshawn Taylor, collegiate basketball player at SIUE. At the end of January, I had an ACL injury. I've been searching for ways to come back as best as I can after the construction. Dr. Chris introduced me to the soft wave machine. I'm gonna be honest, at first I was kind of scared because I didn't want it to shock me and hurt me too bad. And I had heard something about it and I did my research on it, and it turns out it didn't actually hurt. It just was a good pain. It's just finding where it hurts to promote the healing, and that's exactly what it did. I've actually had the surgery before. This time I feel like I'm back on my feet quicker, much faster. I'm much stronger than I was up to this point last time. And honestly, I feel like I could play right now. I'm excited to get back on the court. Thankful that Dr. Chris introduced me to this.
And we welcome you back into the Chiropractic Works pregame show here on the Kahok Sports Network. We're back inside Virgil Fletcher Gymnasium, little boys volleyball action. Southwestern Conference style as Collinsville gets ready to take on Alton. Joining us now as we continue our senior interviews. Number 5, Jack Geisen, senior outside hitter. Okay, so the last interview I did with your brother. So he pretty much filled me in on the family. So let me get your perspective of your family and tell me where the sports bug comes from for both of you.
You know, I'm not really sure. My dad played a little bit of high school basketball, but besides that, my mom danced in high school, but I know I had a great uncle that played basketball, I think in college, so maybe that's where I get it from. But.
All right, tell me the importance of being an outside hitter. When you were labeled with that position, what went through your mind as to what it is that you have to do?
So yeah, being an outside hitter, kind of mainly focusing on both sides of the ball. Serve receive, you know, that was a big thing, so I kind of got to focus on serve receive and hitting on the outside. Just working on both of those sides. Yeah, that's pretty much it.
How cool is it to get to play with your brother in your senior year?
It's cool. I really like it, seeing us both out there. Glad that my parents can see both of us play out there for our senior year. But yeah, I mean, it gets a little tense out there on the court sometimes whenever we mess up. We get on each other a lot, but you know, it's fun. I like it.
In your mind, who's the better volleyball player, you or him?
I'll have to say him. He's been playing longer, so I'll give that to him. But I think I'm getting there.
All right, other sports. Say you had a dream that you could play any sport you wanted to and you'd be really, really good at it. What sport would that be and why?
Probably soccer. I don't know. Just I really like watching soccer. I know some people find it boring, but I really like to watch it, and I liked when boys soccer played whenever they were good. I really liked watching that. So if I could be out there, I'd really like to play that.
All right, let's lighten the load a little bit here. This is the My Favorite Things segment. What is your favorite music genre? What kind of music you like?
I kind of like a more like indie style music. Kind of like, I'm trying to think, like Coldplay. I know they're not really like indie. But like AJR, I like them. They're good.
All right, let's talk about a little food. Favorite sweet snack?
Sweet snack. Probably Starburst Minis.
Salty snack?
Probably the, I just gotta go barbecue chips.
Breakfast, lunch, or dinner? Which one's your favorite?
Definitely lunch.
All right, so let's go with lunch. And what is it, and who cooks it for you?
My mom makes some pretty good lunch foods, but I think my go-to has to be a double cheeseburger from Culver's.
Nothing wrong with that. I'm a Wally's guy, man. I'll drive to Breeze for a Wally's burger. All right, 1900s. Any decade that you can pick in the 1900s that you would like to visit for one day, which decade would that be and why?
Probably early 1900s, maybe like 1910s, because baseball was really big with Babe Ruth. I would like to go watch how that kind of game was played back then.
Me too, buddy. All right, let's talk about school for a little bit. What is your least favorite class?
Least favorite class? Definitely AP Statistics.
Favorite class?
Leadership, definitely.
All right, speaking of classes, what's the future hold for you, man? You got college plans? What's the deal?
Yeah, so I'm planning on going to SLU for the next 4 years, studying sports business, just hoping to make it through.
All right, let's talk about volleyball a little bit more since, you know, you've got answers to those questions. Number 2 in serves, 118, 92.4% success rate. You're number 3 on the team in kills with 45. You're number 5 on the team in blocks, 3 in digs, and you've received 88 serves, and your error rate is so low that you're at a 93.2%. All good for you? What's your favorite?
Definitely serve. Definitely serve percentage. I like kind of being up there. So, well, it's hard to get higher than my brother. I think he's got like a 99 or something right now. But seeing myself up there, definitely know that I'm a consistent guy.
All right, you got Alton here tonight. Final question for you. You guys, that was your only conference win last year was against Alton. They're a little bit better this year. They finally won double digits for the first time in their school's program's history. So this matchup with Alton, what are you looking for? How do you win?
Well, we're definitely looking for a win. It'd be our first conference win of this year. They beat some really good teams. I know they beat Edwardsville, which we fell short to them. So it definitely put us more up there as like kind of the team to watch if we can come across them and take the win here tonight.
Thanks for the visit, sir. Good luck tonight. Good luck in your future.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
Jack Geisen, number 5 in your program. We thank him for the visit with us here on the Chiropractic Works pregame show. We'll take a break, come back, and give you the starters for both sides. We'll do that in just a moment here on the Kahok Sports Network.
The Ortho Gold TRT tissue regeneration machine is revolutionary new technology. It's known as a shockwave machine. In the hospital setting, it's lithotripsy. The machine looks sort of like an ultrasound head, but it's much different technology. It drives sound waves into tissue at 3,500 miles an hour. It's a 3 to 5 minute non-invasive treatment. This is revolutionary technology. It's great for acute, which means, injured tissue. New injuries per se, also chronic conditions. We have many people who have canceled knee replacements and shoulder replacements and treated lots of plantar fasciitis, foot, ankle problems. Overall, the Ortho Gold TRT softwave machine is revolutionary technology into our practice, and we've already helped a tremendous amount of people with it, and we're looking forward to helping a lot more.
Herald Square and Cold Herald, 2 great additions to the Collinsville landscape. Next to the Old Herald Brewery and Distillery, Herald Square is a new outdoor multi-use event space in Collinsville. Concerts, fun and games, farmer markets, and so much more. Herald Square, a great space for Collinsville's future. And, just off the square's turf, Cold Herald, old-fashioned scooped ice cream gelato, house-made recipes, and premium sourced product. If you're over 21, ask about the good stuff at Cold Herald. Watch Collinsville grow. Herald Square and Cold Herald, 2 great new additions, only in Collinsville, Illinois.
Todd Duke here, proud member of the Collinsville Educational Assistance Association. Whether you call us teachers' aides, paraprofessionals, or educational assistants, it all comes down to one thing: taking care of students. More importantly, your student. Yes, we are there for the teachers, and we help them in any way possible. But our goals are in line with our teachers, in that we want to see our students succeed at not only being a student, but well beyond that as we ready them for the world outside of the classroom. We are Union Strong. We are Kahok Strong. We strive to help students reach their potential. We are the Collinsville Educational Assistance Association. Go Kahawks! The people of Illinois welcome you. The folks in Collinsville, Illinois, well, they want you to stick around for a while and enjoy the sights, the fun, the food, and of course, the Collinsville Kahawks. The city of Collinsville is a proud supporter of the Collinsville Unit 10 School District. So welcome to Collinsville. Come on over, catch a Kahawks game, or enjoy some of the new places to eat, shop, and have fun. There's plenty to do for the young and the young at heart. Enjoy Christmas at the Collins House during the holidays, tunes at Bloom in the warm summer months, and more. There's plenty to do in Collinsville, so come on over for a bit. The folks in Collinsville would love to see you. For more information, go to www.collinsville.org. Old Herald Brewery and Distillery in Collinsville produces their own spirits and beer on site, right at the restaurant. Pair that with some of the most unique menu items around the entire metro area, and you can see why they are such a hit. They can handle you and your family, or they can handle you and your group. Throw in the occasional live entertainment, and you can see why Old Herald Brewery and Distillery is a must-stop destination in Collinsville. Old Herald Brewery and Distillery, 115 East Clay Street in Collinsville, 618-855-8027, or online at oldheraldbrewing.com. Just because we're adults doesn't mean we don't have toys, am I right? If your adult toys consist of boats, campers, or RVs, then you need to call the GASA storage team of professionals. Winter weather in the Midwest can be quite harsh,
And finding a place to properly store those expensive toys for winter can be just as rough as a Midwest winter. That's where the GASA storage team comes in, with outdoor self-storage and covered storage for your toys. They even have tractor-trailer parking, conveniently located at Horseshoe Lake Road and 111 in Pontoon Beach. GASA Storage, for the safe storage of all of your toys. Contact the GASA Storage team, gasastorage@gmail.com, or call today, GASA Storage Team, 618-797-6100. Looking to buy a new home or sell your current home? Trust the Blaylock Group of eXp Realty with all of your real estate needs. The real estate market is hot right now, and you can trust the years of experience the Blaylock Group brings to the table. The Blaylock Group can help you find your dream home, or they can help you get top dollar for your current home. Give Peyton or Emily Blaylock a call today at the Blaylock Group of eXp Realty, 618-780-4622. That's 618-780-4622. The Blaylock Group of eXp Realty.
And once again, welcome back to Virgil Fletcher Gymnasium here at Collinsville High School. My name's Todd Duke. Glad that you are with us. Thank Mr. Jack Geisen for taking some time out of his busy day to spend it here with us for our little interview. Here are your starters. We will begin with the Alton Redbirds. You will find on the floor the outside hitter. That would be Cam Eli. Your middle blockers would be Ryan McNamee and Bryant Johnson. By the way, Eli is a 6'2 sophomore. McNamee, a 6'4 senior, and Johnson, a 6'3 senior. Your outside hitters, John Ramsey, a 6'1 senior. Austin Norton, a 6'2 senior. Your setter is Victor Hall, a 5'7 senior, and the libero is James Hall, a 5'7 senior. For Collinsville, you will find Luke Geisen, a setter at 5'11". Jack Geisen and John Carl make up the outside hitters. Jack is a 6' senior, as is John Carl. Your middle blockers, Jake Wilkinson and Tyrone Ely, both seniors. Jake, 6'4", Tyrone, 6'6". Your right side hitter is Solomon Talbot, the very tall 6'10" sophomore, and your libero is Matthew Falby, a 5'11" senior. JV won in straight sets, 25-22 and 25-15. JV is now 5-9. They have won 3 straight contests now, and they have won 5 out of their last 6, and 4 out of those last 5 wins have been all 2-set sweeps. So congratulations to Coach Brenna Swartz and her JV team. We'll talk to her after this varsity matchup between Collinsville and Alton, which is just about ready to get underway. Glad that you're with us. Zach Roseman on the Broadcast Club channel doing some baseball right now. At last check, Collinsville was up 3-0 in the baseball game against Waterloo. I have not heard anything about what's going on up the hill here with the JV side. I have not heard anything from softball. They are playing at home against Edwardsville, and the Lady Kahok soccer team has a 6:30 match at O'Fallon. So as soon as we get any updates on anything, we'll be sure to pass that around to you. All right, Collinsville, they are on the left side of your screen, and they are in the white uniforms. Their libero, Matthew Falby, will be sporting the purple jersey. Everybody else has on white. Purple numbers on the fronts and the backs, and the word Kahawks written across the the backs of Collinsville's jerseys as Falby checks into the game now. Alton, they are here all in red. They have numbers on the front and the back in white, trimmed in black, and they have the word Alton over the fronts of their jerseys, over the tops of their numbers, and their libero, James Hull, will be the one sporting a white jersey instead of the red jersey. We're just about ready to get underway here. Busy day. We are going to be with the volleyball team again tomorrow as well, so you volleyball fans, you'll be doing all right. We're on the road at Granite City, and then we got some softball for you on Thursday. All right, here is Luke Geisen, 128 serves on the year. He's only committed 1 error while serving this year, 99.2% success rate, and we are underway. And that one up front real quick, and Collinsville saves it as it just barely get across the net there. Geisen sends it across, and on the back line, Ramsey takes care of it for Alton, and then a cross pass. That was out of bounds, we think. Coach Katie Cease was in the way of the ball, so she really didn't see where it landed. She almost got hit with it, so she was trying to step out of the way and didn't really see where it landed. So we're going to do that one over again. So no point. Geisen will serve up his second, but actually his first. That one finds an empty spot all the way in the back. So Luke Geisen starts off this game with an ace, and Collinsville is up front 1-0. We'll take the redo if we're going to get results like that. Aces for Luke this year. That was his 14th. That is a team leader. Or excuse me, John Carl had 14 coming in. Well, that was a nice save there by Jack Geisen. Our guy up front in the pregame show putting his skills to work there, and Collinsville goes up 2-0. And brother Luke back to serve up another one over here on the near side. Popped up in the air there by Eli. And then a big kill over there. That one's out, though. That one Katie saw all the way, and Collinsville goes up 3-0. Only win last year in conference play was against Alton. Collinsville lost at Alton and then won here. Collinsville right now looking for their first conference win this season. Here is Carl. He'll send it over to Geisen, back over to Carl. Carl with a big kill shot. That one pops all the way onto the back line. Saved back there by Eli, and then finally put over by Hull. Back over to this side, Talbot. He takes that one. It goes all the way to the Alton bench. I can't believe they saved that, and I don't think that's going to get over the net, and that'll give Collinsville a 4-0 lead. So Luke Geisen on a little bit of a roll here. 4 straight points with him serving, and let's see if we can make it number 5. Here comes that 5th serve. Across the line it goes, set up front, and a little toss over. Carl stays with it. Geisen back over to Carl. Carl with a kill shot. Down it goes. Collinsville up quickly 5-0. Makes you wonder if Coach Jenna Weedman is going to call a timeout here early on. Instead, she'll make a little substitution and bring in number 14. I don't have a number 14. So, how did that go against us? I guess I wasn't paying attention. I thought that would never made it. I don't have any idea. Well, they'll get the 5th point somehow or another after the serve by Victor Hull. Collinsville will indeed pick up that 5th point. I was trying to look down at my roster, and apparently there was some signals flashed, and I didn't see them. So, John Carl will go back to serve for the first time tonight. 95 serves on the year, 26 errors for John Carl, something he's been working on. Into the back, picked up by Hull, the libero. Over to the far side it goes, and Norton takes care of it. Then it spins off of one of the Collinsville players, and out of bounds it goes. And it's 5-2 in favor of Collinsville. Back to serve, James Norton. Norton on the year, 113 serves, 27 errors, 76.1%. He also comes in with 13 aces. Carl picks that up. Backwards it goes. Talbot slams it down, and that one's going to find its way over. Alton kind of did that by accident. Over to Jack Geisen. Down the line it goes. It's out of bounds. Was it tipped? No, it was not. Alton's point. Thought maybe that it was partially blocked, but that was not the case. So another serve coming up here for Austin Norton. He serves right into the middle. Falby pushes it up front. Luke Geisen sets it up right there in the middle, and nicely done by Jake Wilkinson, who appears to be wearing number 11 today instead of number 9. I think somebody just made fun of him over at the bench. Hey, man, whose jersey you got on? Here's a serve by Falby. Line drive picked up by Hull, the opposing libero. Over here on the near side, another nice save there by Falby. Geisen shoves it over to his brother Jack. Across it goes. Alton. They set it up. Into the middle it goes once again for Norton. Into the back line, Falby. He saves it. And now Talbot. That rolls across the net. Nice job staying with it by Collinsville. Those are tough. Jack Geisen lobs one over. And now Alton trying to set it up. Geisen gets it back. Luke sets it up for Ely. Ely just dunks the ball down. And Tyrone with his first kill of the night. 7-3 in favor of Collinsville. Here is Falby back to serve. Matthew, 117 serves on the year, only 10 errors, 9.45, and a point off the serve. Timeout by Alton. So we will indeed step aside here for just a moment, and we'll be back after a timeout on the Kahok Sports Network.
Collinsville High School alumni Stacy Lauenstein, CHS class of 91, Lisa Bassetto, Sarah Sulke, and Tracy Limp, CHS class of 94, Tony Geisen, CHS class of 96, and Kevin Robinson, CHS class of 99, want to wish all of our Kahawks a great year. We look forward to cheering you on and supporting you. Work hard on the court and the field, as well as in the classroom. Remember, once a Kahawk, always a Kahawk. Hashtag Kahawk Family.
Back here at Collinsville High School. Todd Duke is my name. Glad that you're with us. After a timeout, Collinsville leads 8-3. Just got word that the softball team lost 13-0 to Edwardsville. And Falby ready to go back to serve again. Came in with 10 aces, and I think I'll give him credit for another one, even though it was partially tipped, man. It's a serve and a point. Blocked over. Collinsville saves it. Talbot. And then Carl. Carl screamed one over there, but Alton stayed with it, and then a block off of the body of Ely. Jumped up there and got those hands up, but it hit him right in the chest. 8-4, Collinsville with a 4-point advantage. Here is Ryan McNamee. McNamee going back to serve for the first time here in this contest. And lobs one right into the middle. Pushed up by Carl. Geisen sets it up behind him for Talbot. Talbot slaps it over, and then a return volley saved by Carl, and then Geisen saves it. Ely gets it over on the last try. And then Alton goes back to work over here on this near side. Partially blocked, and I think it rolled down Talbot's body this time. And 8-5. 3-point lead for Collinsville. Another serve coming up by Ryan McNamee. Pops it in the middle again. Carl pushes it up front. Geisen for Ely. Ely just slams it over, and he got just a little bit too much on it, and it went out of bounds. The right idea, but take a little off of it, and maybe somebody touches that ball. 8-6 now in favor of Collinsville. 4-point lead dwindled down to 2. Geisen sets it up for Jack. Jack pokes it over with a finger, and then Alton goes back to work, and here is our no-name number 14 player. Now Geisen into the middle for Carl. Carl with a little slam home. Double block tried up front by Johnson and Ramsey, and it ping-ponged off of both of them. And dropped to the ground. 9-6 in favor of Collinsville. Here is Joey Rauch. Rauch back to serve now for Collinsville, and pops one over to the far hand side. Picked up by Hall. Moved along by the other Hall. There's two of them. That one's off of Ely again. Second time that the ball is banked off of Ely's body and out of bounds. We have Victor Hall, the senior, and we have James Hall, the senior. So the libero wearing the white jersey, and Victor. Yeah, they do kind of look like brothers, don't they? Almost identical. Rauch saves that one in the back. Geisen pushes it over to his brother, twin brother Jack. Ely knocks it down. Saved by Alton. They'll have to send it over on this try. They do. Here's Rauch. Near side corner. Near side Geisen. Ely, it rolls across, and it goes under the net. And Alton has another point. 9-8 in favor of Collinsville, but their 4-point lead is dwindled down to 1. Served by Eli, and then Geisen slams it. And another point. We're tied. Cam Eli. He serves. Falby, kind of dead on that one, but at least Collinsville saved it. Geisen gets it across. And now Alton, and a no-look right in the middle of the open spot. Victor Hall saw it while he was in the air and put it right there. Alton has their first lead of this game. Collinsville was up 4-0 and 8-4, and now the Kahawks trail by 1. Into the back, Rauch saves it. Geisen in it over on the second try. Now Rauch again, another no-look placement there by Victor Hall, and it's now a 2-point lead. Collinsville wants a timeout. We'll take one right along with them, and we'll be back here in just a moment on the Kahok Sports Network.
Diamonds for Kahawks is a facility improvement project to develop a baseball, softball, and football/soccer field for CHS students and our communities to utilize. The project includes 2 baseball fields, 2 softball fields, a soccer/football field, concession stand, bathrooms, and parking. The development of this facility will benefit the band, PE classes, baseball team, softball team, and soccer team with a centralized location, ease of access, and an eye-catching complex. Please contact A.D. Clay Smith to donate to this project or visit the Collinsville Area Community Foundation website to make your tax-deductible donation today.
Plumbing or electrical problems? Is your AC or heater on the fritz? There are dozens of companies out there, but do you really know who you're letting in your home? Trust Tiger. Our technicians are clean-cut, drug-free, and background checked. What other company can make this bold statement? Our 24-hour emergency service will ensure your plumbing, heating, AC, and electric are up and running no matter what time of day it is. Schedule your appointment today. Tiger Plumbing, Heating, Air Conditioning, and Electrical Services. We earn our stripes every day.
Eli serves another one. Back over to Alton it goes. Bam! And that's out of bounds. And they're going to argue that it was partially tipped, but they're not going to win that argument. And Collinsville will get one of those points back, and boy, did they need it. Here is Jack Geisen, our pregame guest. 118 serves, 9 errors, 92.3% as far as his efficiency is concerned. And there's another save by, I don't even know how they did that. Carl, he saves that one for Collinsville, but over on one shot. And then a setup, and Carl gave up that spot over on that far sideline, and Falby couldn't fill in fast enough behind him. So back to a 2-point lead now for Alton. Or is it? Yes, it is. Looked like for a minute their player was going to throw the ball over the net for Collinsville to have a serve. Here's John Ramsey. Ramsey on the year, 84 serves, 26 errors, 69% efficiency rate. And with his team in a 2-point lead, he sends, I was watching him do that in practice, man. I was like, keep an eye on number 9, John Ramsey. He's got some movement on his ball. That started high and just sank, man. That thing knuckled as it sank, too. 13-10, Alton out front by 3. And that one died right into the net. So he gives one and he takes one back. Here is Tyrone Ely. 100 serves on the year, 80% efficiency with his 20 errors. And Ely with 11 aces. That one picked up right in the middle. Hull moves it over, and partial block up front, but it couldn't stay on the right side of the net. Back to a 3-point lead now for Alton. Bryant Johnson will go back to serve. 6'3" senior. They have 8 seniors on the squad, by the way, for Alton, so that's why they're probably doing a little better this year. They have another year of experience. Collinsville has 9 seniors. Over on the far side, Carl with a big kill. That had some power behind it. 3rd kill of this match for Carl, and that gets Collinsville back to within 2. Solomon Talbot over there on the sideline giving Joey Rauch a high five. Talbot 6'10". Joey Rauch 5'7". He put that hand up as high as he can go and made Joey jump to give him a high five. Near sideline, gets it over, and a point net violation for Alton, so Collinsville back to within 1. We go back to where we started. Here is Luke Geisen on the serve. Luke sends it down the near sideline. Picked up by Alton, moved over to that near sideline. Oh, little miss hit by Jack there in the middle, came right to him. One of those unfortunate things, man. That thing hits your wrist the wrong way, and it's going the opposite way of what you thought it was going to go. 15-13, 2-point lead now for the Alton Redbirds. Here is Victor Hull on the year, 151 serves, 13 errors, 91.4%. Falby, he picks it up, and then a save up front, and they're going to give that one to Collinsville on another net violation up front. Alton doesn't like the call. But Collinsville will get the point, and John Carl back to serve. Kahawks trail by 1. That is out. One of those service errors. Kahawks down by 2. Austin Norton back to serve. Norton, 76.1% efficiency. Falby hits it the wrong way, and it comes all the way back here towards me. Back to a 3-point lead now for Alton, and we're getting kind of late here in this one. 17-14. Winner is the first one to 25 as long as you win by 2. Another serve by Norton into the net, gave that one right back. Falby will go back to serve. Young Matthew Falby will be our guest on tomorrow's pregame interview as we travel to Granite City for back-to-back boys volleyball matches. Hull to Hull, and then sent over. Falby, Geisen to Ely. Ely, nicely done there on the block, and then Falby was right in the spot at the right time. That one stays up. Nice save by Alton. Now Geisen sets it up behind him for Talbot, and he blocks it, and it goes out of bounds. And Collinsville once again back to within 1. Need to get on a little bit of a roll here. Falby back to serve. He sends it over, and it's popped up by Hull. It goes backwards. Another save. One more time, they got to get it over, and they do. A little spinning ball. Geisen to Geisen, back to Geisen, and he couldn't get it over, and that point's going to belong to Alton, and it's back to a 2-point lead for the Redbirds. (18-16). Ryan McNamee back to serve. He does, right into the net. Still anybody's game here, 1 point, but it's getting late. Made him jump up again. Let's hope he doesn't pull a hammy or something on the way down doing that. Rauch back to serve after the big high five. Into the middle and out of bounds. Just can't quite get it tied again, man. Have a 1-point lead and then give up a point, and you got down by 2. Cam Eli back to serve. In the middle, Falby picks it up, but it goes the opposite direction. Rauch saves it, and Geisen gets it across. And then back to work for Alton. Hull sets it up behind him, and that one's out of bounds. So back to that 1-point lead. We need to get this thing tied so we can get this win going on here. Jack Geisen back to serve. Jack sends one over and sent right back down, and that's going to be tied. A little miss-hit there by Eli. It goes up front, and then the guy up front hit it right back the wrong direction. 19-19. Jack Geisen serves one. Nice dive on that one. That one's going to go out of bounds. Hull, Victor Hull slid all the way around the pole on the far side trying to get that ball, but Collinsville back out front 20-19. Another little pop in the middle. Hull takes care of that one to the other brother Hull, and a nice block up front by Luke Geisen. He doesn't lead this team in blocks, but let me tell you what, that was probably the biggest one of the season. That was just his 8th. Collinsville up by 2 now. Jack Geisen enjoying a little service time. Oh! And a little miscommunication back in the back once again by James Hull. Timeout. Alton will be back here in just a moment on the Kahok Sports Network.
Lottie's Cafe, Collinsville's hidden gem. Lottie's Cafe offers food, cocktails, and gaming in a great atmosphere highlighted by fast and friendly service. Lottie's Cafe also offers a unique menu that features soups and salads, sandwiches and paninis, pizza and flatbreads, appetizers and desserts, as well as breakfast. That's right, we said breakfast. Unique breakfast items such as a breakfast stromboli, a breakfast BLT, and breakfast burritos. Lottie's also offers creative cocktails, a wine bar, the coldest beer around, and a video gaming area for those 21 and older. And don't forget the Lottie's Cafe gift certificates. Lottie's Cafe, Collinsville's hidden gem. Check them out online at lottiescafe.com, on Facebook, or in person in the Strip next to the Walmart Neighborhood Market. Or call Lottie's Cafe at 618-223-8256. Lottie's Cafe, Collinsville's hidden gem.
Back here at Collinsville High School, glad you're with us. Alton had a couple of three-point leads, and now Collinsville has the three-point lead. A pushover. Carl. Geisen back over to Carl. Big kill there, John Carl. He's on fire. Fourth kill in this first set. 23-19. Kahok's 2 points away from wrapping up a first set victory, but still got some work to do. Geisen delivers another one. Near sideline. And then Hull sets it up on the near side, blocked, and stayed alive. No, we're going to say it was a carry by Alton. And Collinsville now up 24-19 as they work for this set point. Jack Geisen imitating brother Luke out there. Been on this service line for a while. Collinsville with a 5-point lead. Geisen sends another low one across the net. That one comes across. What a save by Rauch, but Collinsville has that point lost, 24-20. And wouldn't you know it, here is John Ramsey with that knuckle curve sinker serve he has. Back to serve it up now for Alton. Look alive, boys. Falby. Oh, that one just went a little too far off Falby, and Austin Norton saw that one coming right at him and went in midair and slammed it down to the empty spot. 3-point contest. Another serve coming up here for Ramsey. Comes to Jack, and Jack sends it. Alton gets it, and then we'll try to touch it over. Partial block up front by John Carl, and then sent over into the middle. Geisen to Geisen, a save. Carl, he wins it with his 5th kill. Oh, boy. Oh, they gave that to Alton. Never mind. Man, oh, man. Oh, boy. Ramsey pops one in the back. That's out. That's going to do it. 25-22. Collinsville wins the first set. We will take a little bit of a break here. Everybody's got to catch their breath, and we'll be back with set number 2 in just a moment here on the Kahok Sports Network.
Brady Pest and Termite Management in Caseyville. Brady Pest and Termite Management is your local pest control source. The Midwest offers its fair share of pest problems, and Brady Pest and Termite Management is up to the challenge. Whether it's pesky rodents in the cold winter months or ants, spiders, and other pests in the warm months, Brady Pest and Termite is your solution. And termites? Brady Pest is tops in the Metro East in termite management. Do you have unwanted pests? Then call the best. Brady Pest and Termite Management in Caseyville. Call 343-1790 or on Facebook at Brady Pest and Termite.
Keep your ride shiny and clean with Extreme Details Vehicle Detailing in Collinsville. Owner Jay Merkel and his crew at Extreme Details believe in the value of community and in helping their community hold the value of their vehicles with a sharp-looking, clean ride that you and your community can be proud of. Extreme Details can handle any job, whether you drive a small car, an SUV, or even a bus or RV. No job is too big or too small at Extreme Details. Extreme Details offers scratch and oxidation removal, no matter what you drive: cars, trucks, motorcycles, boats, and more. Plus, Extreme Details can handle fleet vehicles for you and your company. Call Jay and the gang at Extreme Details at 618-977-1224. Check for periodic specials on the Extreme Details Facebook page. Put the shine in your ride with Extreme Details, 618-977-1224. Collinsville Barbecue Supply, home of Code 3 Spices, is first responder owned by proud Kahok alums. Located at 302 East Main Street, Collinsville Barbecue Supply is one-of-a-kind barbecue headquarters that focuses on everything barbecue and cooking, providing the best American-made barbecue grills, in-person class instruction, smokers, rubs, sauces, accessories, and cooking expertise from professional barbecue experts, including an in-house chef and pit master. Code 3 Spices provides award-winning rubs and sauces that support our nation's first responder and military organizations that focus on providing aid to the fallen, suicide prevention, and PTSD awareness. Stop by and see the guys at Collinsville Barbecue Supply for all of your cooking and grilling needs. Collinsville Barbecue Supply, home of the 4-time World Championship Patriot Sauce. Learn more about their products and mission in giving back to those who serve at collinsvillebarbecue.com. Back here at Virgil Fletcher Gymnasium. Todd Duke is my name. Glad you're with us. With me, us, we. Collinsville wins the first one, 25-22. Kahawks had a 4-0 lead and an 8-4 lead. Saw that squandered. They were down 11-9, and Alton kind of held a 3-point lead there for a little while until Collinsville battled back, finally tied it at 20-20. Kahawks took the lead at 22-19 and finally won it at 25-22. Victor Hull will go back to serve it up now for Alton to get the second set underway. JV won in 2 sets. Collinsville picked up the first one here. Let's see if we can make it a clean sweep here tonight at Virgil Fletcher Gymnasium. Referees are making their final checks, making sure everybody's in their places. The libero, James Hull, checks back in. Both liberos on the floor. And James Hull's brother Victor is going to serve right now. Pops it up in the middle up front, and that one kind of went off of John Carl the wrong way, and everybody was expecting a little elevation on that ball, and it barely got up. So 1-0 in favor of Alton. Hull, another serve. Again, in the middle, Falby takes care of this one. Geisen sets it up behind him for Carl, and that one was blocked. And on the wrong side of the net. 2-0 in favor of the Redbirds. Another serve coming up from Hull. Carl pushes it up front, and then Wilkinson gets it over. And now the other Hull to the near side, and a save by Carl, but it went straight down instead of up. And quickly it's 3-0 in favor of the Alton Redbirds. And Victor Hull and company enjoying 3 quick points. Punches that one just barely over the net. Jack Geisen saves it. Luke Geisen gets it back, and then miscommunication here between Collinsville as everybody's just kind of looking at each other right now. And that needs to change because Collinsville is all of a sudden down 4-0 here. Back over to the near side. And Carl gets it right back from Geisen, sends one down. And that is going to turn into a point for Collinsville, and they needed that one. 4-1. For his efforts, John Carl will go back to serve. Does so. Had a little spin going on that ball, and this one's going to be almost out of bounds. Carl saves it in the back. Geisen pushes it over to brother Jack. Jack, it rolls across the rim, and Alton picks up another point. Back to serve now for Alton is Austin Norton. Norton awaits for the substitution. That's taken care of. And the hit comes into the middle. Carl picks it up. Luke Geisen to Wilkinson. Wilkinson gets it over. Alton saves it. Back over here on the near side. Nice save over there by Luke. And then Carl gets one and sends it into the back, and that is how you do that. 5-2. Collinsville gets a much-needed point there, and once again, the Kahawks trail by 3. Falby back to serve. Wilkinson to the bench. Ely comes in. Line drive shot taken care of by Hull, and it goes into the net, and no one could recover, and Collinsville gets it back to within 2. Falby ready for another serve. Another line drive sinking shot. That one's over on the first try, and there's Geisen trying to kill it with everybody kind of off guard. But Alton stays with it, gets it over. Carl pushes it up to Geisen to Ely. Ely, nice shot. Nothing that Alton could do about that. Once Hull got his hand on it, it stayed at knee level. And once that happens, those are hard to get back up into the air. Collinsville gets back to within 1. Here is Falby. Another one for Hull. He pushes it up front. Brother takes care of the setup. And then a kill shot nicely done over there by Cam Ely. Collinsville trailing by 2 once again. And here is James Hull with the serve. Carl gets the first touch over to Talbot. Talbot sends it down off of Victor Hull, and then it went straight backwards and no recovery there. 5 for Collinsville, 6 for Alton. Kahawks trail by 1. Joey Rauch back to serve. 5'7" senior was our first pregame guest of the year, I think. Tried to get him on there one day and he couldn't do it, and he was playing JV. Pushed over, Ely with a block and a putback. And we are tied at 6. Rauch back to serve again. Into the middle, 2 players converge, but they managed to keep it alive anyway. A partial block up front. Well, that was a nice block by Ely. And then a net violation. No, they're going to say too many hits. 7-6, Collinsville up by 1. Rauch back to serve up another. Barely gets it over. Those are always tough to handle, but Alton stays with it. Pushed across, almost out of bounds. Rauch saves it, and then he comes back in and gets it. Collinsville is going to get a point as they call a violation against Alton against the net. 8-6, Collinsville now. Hull trying to appeal to the referee. Referee explains his side. All right, call stays. Rauch ready to serve again. Into the back line, and a miss hit there by James Hull, and that one goes out of bounds. And Collinsville now up by 3. Rauch enjoying a little service time. Line drive shot, sent back over on the first try. Ely sends it back to where it came from. And Collinsville up by 4. Joey Rauch. Been back there for all these take the lead points. Over to the far side, handled over there by Ely. Saved by Hull. Ely has to get it over. He does. Carl pushes it up front. Geisen sets it up for Ely. And a block that ends up going out of bounds will give Collinsville point number 11. Timeout called. Collinsville in the lead. We're back in a moment here on the Kahawk Sports Network.
Do you have a big land improvement project that requires some outside help? Call Petroff Trucking Company. The Petroff companies have been shaping the metro area since 1975. Family owned and operated, Petroff Trucking Company can do the job and do it right. Hauling, excavating, and grading, they do that and more. Petroff Companies also has roll-off dumpster rentals. They also specialize in dirt and rock sales. Petroff Trucking Company can help you develop your land for your needs. Petroff Trucking Company. Check out their website, petrofftrucking.com, or give them a call, 618-797-6100. Petroff Trucking Company, shaping the metro area since 1975.
Collinsville enjoying a little run here. We were tied at 6-5 straight points for the Kahawks, has given them that lead. Another serve coming up here by Joey Rauch. Rauch sends it over, picked up by Ely. He sends it across on the first one, and there is Ely with another kill. Ely on the other side, setting up Ely. And Collinsville, 6 straight. Another chance for Ely, over to Hull, back to Ely for the kill, and he makes it count. Well, that broke 6 in a row by Collinsville. 12-7, Kahawks have a 5-point lead. Ely back to serve. And that one's out of bounds. So he got a point and he gives it right back. 13-7 Kahawks. Jack Geisen now back to serve for Collinsville. Geisen hits it in the net. So a net ball from each side on successive serves. But Collinsville still in front by 5. There is Ashton Sheppers, a senior 6'1" middle hitter, back for his first serve of the match. He sends a knuckler over. Falby, he takes care of it. Back to Ely, and Ely with yet another. Well, they're going to give that one. He said he ran into the net. So that's going to belong to Alton. Collinsville thought they had a point. I thought they had a point. Another serve by Sheppers, picked up by Jack Geisen. Over to Luke Geisen. Now Ely gets a clean ball. Eli saves it, and Hull over to the side and blocked again by Ely. What a fantastic job that was. Ely's third block here in this match. Collinsville back out front by 5. Jake Wilkinson comes in. Falby goes out. And now Tyrone Ely back to serve. Sends one into the back. That one's going to be out of bounds. Four-point lead. Here is Bryant Johnson, 6'3" senior. Serves it up for Alton. Does so to Falby. Falby trying to set it up, but I think that one got just a little bit too far, and it went across the net, and Alton took care of it. 3-point lead now for Collinsville. Another serve. This one stays up front. Carl, he takes care of it, hits the sideboard, and that one is going to be a point for Alton. That's a shame. Hits the scoreboard from Collinsville's side to Alton's side, so you can't allow that point, and all of a sudden it's a 2-point contest. To Falby. Geisen sets it up, and he didn't keep it on this side of the net. That allowed Alton to just get up there and slam it right down. And we went from a 5-point lead to a 1-point lead. Another serve coming up here from Johnson up front. See, trying to set it up again. You're getting a little too close to that net there, guys. And then a miss hit by Alton. We'll give the point to Collinsville, and the Kahawks are back up by 2. Back to serve, Luke Geisen. Luke sends one into the middle, shoved up front, and that was almost a miss hit. And then he puts it over Geisen's head. Does Ryan McNamee, and we're back to a 1-point contest. Victor Hull will serve it up for the Redbirds. Does so into the middle to Falby. A little bit of a miss hit, but Geisen saves it. Carl sends it back. Had a little spin on that ball, but Alton stuck with it, and now they have to get it over, and there's a big kill. Ooh, I can't believe they saved that, but still, Jake Wilkinson twice had to send that ball over with a little force behind it. I don't even know how Alton saved that first one, but couldn't the second one. Collinsville back up by 2. Carl back to serve. Carl sends one down the line. Pushed up, and now over here to the near side, and there's another big kill shot by Eli. And now they're going to give it to Collinsville. They're going to say that he ran into the net, just like Ely did earlier for the Kahawks, and the referee's like shaking his head. No, you can tell me all you want what you think, but I ain't changing my mind. Collinsville up by 3, 17-14. Carl ready to serve up another one. Stay away from those errors, and we'll be okay. Popped up. Hull over out of bounds, but sent across. And Geisen to Carl in into the net. Austin Norton back to serve now for Alton. Kahawks up by 2. This is a little tight here late. Norton pops one up in the middle. Falby pops it up for Geisen. Over from Luke to Jack. Jack into the back and too far. 1-point game once again. Another serve coming up here for Norton. Boy, he puts that ball way up there, and that's in. That had a lot of sink on it. That ball started off real high and just spun, and as it was spinning in the air, it just kept sinking, and it hit right inside the back line. We're tied at 17. Man, he gets that ball up there. And this time, Collinsville doesn't bite. Save. Carl off the top of the net, and down it goes, and Collinsville back up front by 1. Well, looks like we have a bit of an injury here for Alton. Somebody's holding on to their ankle. I believe that's Eli. It is. And we have a injury timeout. We'll be back here in just a moment on the Kahok Sports Network.
Lakeside Roofing in Collinsville. Let the professionals at Lakeside Roofing protect your most important investment, your home or business. Have the elements taken a toll on your roof system? Notice a leaking roof? Maybe it's time for a free roof inspection. Regular maintenance can extend the life of your roofing system by 10 years or more. Lakeside Roofing is your winning team for commercial and residential roofing systems. Lakeside's all-star professionals have installed, repaired, and maintained hundreds of roofs on both sides of the river. Call Lakeside Roofing today at 618-344-2800 or 314-241-5253 or online at lakesideroofing.com. Lakeside Roofing, celebrating 50 years of serving the metro area. Choose experience, choose Lakeside.
I couldn't ask for a better agent, for a better company in a disaster where you have no idea where to start.
I learned that there's not a given in life. It takes a team. There's people that are going to watch out for us and that care.
It's been pretty stressful. Once we saw Lori and got our plan, it's
like a huge weight lifted.
In Collinsville, call Scott Allen at 618-346-1500.
Cam Eli walked off the court under his own power, but a noticeable limp favoring that left ankle. And Amanda Bauer, our superb athletic trainer, checking on him now over at the Alton bench as we get back to business. But right now the referees need to make sure everybody's in their places after that injury timeout. More volleyball for you tomorrow. We're on the road at Granite City. Always like going to Granite City. John Mode and all the staff over there at Granite City High School, always very hospitable to us. We're ready to go, and Falby gets it across. The opposing libero Hull takes care of it to the other hole and to our phantom number 14. Here is Geisen over to Jack. Jack pops one up and saved into the middle there, and now up front, kill shot, and that one off of Falby. It went backwards, and John Carl tried to chase it down, couldn't get there in time. We're tied at 18. This is going to be one of those games where it's going to be tough to win by 2. There's James Hull back to serve now for the Redbirds, and he does so into the net. Collinsville will take a free point, 19-18. Kahawks lead. Joey Rauch will jump up into the air to high-five Solomon Talbot again. And then Joey will come back to serve. He got on a little bit of a roll there in that first set. And pops one over to the far side. A little miscommunication, but Alton keeps it alive. And then just touched over. And then a nice job there by Luke Geisen trying to catch him off guard. Sent over by Hull. Jack to Luke. Back to Jack. Off of a partial block. It stays down. And Collinsville is the first to reach 20 points. Rauch. Another serve coming up for the senior. Into the middle it goes, taken care of. Hull trying to set it up over on the far side. Does so, and right in between Rauch and Carl. And had some juice behind it. 20-19. Collinsville with a 1-point lead. Alton will have the serve. And it will be Tucker Gehrig. First time we've called his name. 5'11 junior. Defensive specialist on the roster. He's probably in because Eli is out. And Carl gets the first touch. Geisen sets it up for Ely. And that was almost too many hits, I thought. Stays alive. Jack into the net. 20-20. Another serve coming up for Gehrig. Pops it up. Carl has to retreat. Geisen sends it up front. Ely has to get it over. He does. Hall up in the front of the net. Over here onto the near side. Partial block off the net. Stays alive, but Collinsville couldn't recover. And it's now a 1-point advantage for Alton at 21-20. Timeout call. We have another timeout to take, and we'll be back here in just a moment on the Kahok Sports Network.
Chapman Trucking LLC. Chapman Trucking is a local Collinsville business owned and operated by 1994 Collinsville graduate Christy Chapman. With over 10 years of experience, Chapman Trucking LLC can take care of all of the heavy lifting when it comes to hauling aggregate materials such as sand, driveway rock, dirt, boulders, and more. That includes getting your heavy work equipment to your work site where it needs to be. Give Christy a call for a free estimate at Chapman Trucking LLC, 618-960-9346, or online at chapmantruckingllc.net. Pack Mail of Collinsville, locally owned and operated by Ryan Combs. Pack Mail can ship anything, anywhere. They treat you like a neighbor because, well, you are a neighbor. Pack Mail offers shipping materials and containers, private mailboxes, as well as climate-controlled self-storage. Visit Pack Mail at 407 Beltline Road in Collinsville. Online, WeShipSt.Louis.com, or call Pack Mail at 346-4884.
Back to action, and Alton extends their lead to 2, 22-20. And still enjoying some service time, Tucker Gehrig. He sends it across. Carl picks it up, sends it up front. Geisen to Ely. Ely found the perfect spot for his 5th kill here tonight. So Collinsville back to within 1. Jack Geisen back to serve. He was on a service roll for a little while in that first set. See if he can do the same. Knuckles it. Gehrig picks it up for Hall. Sent over, and what a save there by Collinsville. And they'll push it over here to this side. Blocked, and that one's going to end up going. Wow, I can't believe all that stayed alive. Geisen setting it back up for Carl. Carl off a partial block up front. Gehrig saves it. Hall sends it, and it's a 2-point lead once again for Alton, 23-21. I cannot believe that kid came all the way over to that near side on the last hit possible and sent it all the way over to the far side, and it actually went over the net. Quite the display there. Here is Ashton at Sheppers. He's back to serve. Collinsville now trails by 2. They really need this one here, or else Alton will have the set point. Ely saves it. Rout keeps it alive. Carl sends it down, and Collinsville gets the point back to get to within 1. Ely will go out. Or excuse me, Falby will go out. Wilkinson will come in. Ely will go back to serve. 1-point game. Alton has the 1-point lead. Collinsville won the first set. And that one picked up in the back. Hall sets it up behind him. And Davidson, that was blocked out of bounds by Collinsville. And now the Redbirds are 1 point away from forcing this match into a third and final tie-breaking set. And back to serve is Johnson. Johnson sends it across. Rauch picks it up and then set up. Carl with another kill shot, his 5th. So he and Ely both have 5 kills tonight. And Collinsville back to within a point again. And here is Luke Geisen, the best server on the team. Sends one, near side, poked up front. Hall sets it back up over on the near side. Oh, 25-23, Alton wins set number 2. Carl would have been better off just letting that one go. I think it would have been out of bounds, but that's not the case. We have a third and final set coming your way, and that'll be coming your way here in just a moment on the Kahok Sports Network.
All Pro Tees in Caseyville is your place for custom apparel and has been for over 20 years now. Why? All Pro Tees can handle any size project, big or small, and they specialize in large group orders. At All Pro Tees, Quality is number one on their list of priorities, as is evident by their excellent customer service. Did we mention All Pro Tees has over 20 years of experience? They can even help with fundraisers and event merchandising for your group. So for all of your apparel needs, for civic groups, sports teams, business outings, or even a family reunion, your apparel needs stop at All Pro Tees. All Pro Tees in Caseyville, right across the street from Kahok Stadium. Online at allprotees.com or on Facebook at All Pro Tees. Or call All Pro Tees at 344-2200. Looking for a little bite to eat in a nice friendly establishment before heading out to a game? Look no further than LC's Pub in Caseyville. Just blocks from Collinsville High School, LC's Pub is the pub of choice for Kahok fans, before, after, or even during Kahok games. LC's Pub features a wide variety of traditional bar food like burgers and fries, chicken wings and chicken strips, appetizers like pepper jack mac and cheese bites, fried pickles, and green beans. Plus they have salads, fish, shrimp, and more. LC's Pub also features an outdoor patio, a gaming room, weekly poker tournaments, and a pool table, plus enough TVs for all the sports fans. And LC's Pub shows Kahok games live, as well as Blues and Cardinals games. LC's Pub, 605 North Main Street in Caseyville, right across the intersection from All Pro Tees. Call for carryout orders at 618-855-9007 and on Facebook at LC's Pub. LC's Pub, Kahok fans' pub of choice. Are you looking to update the appeal of your home's interior? Look no further than Hayden Interiors, LLC. Hayden Interiors, LLC is owned and operated by former Kahok graduate Nick Hayden. Hayden Interiors, LLC will help you get that new look that you want for your home. Flooring, baseboards, doorways, as well as interior renovations or interior additions, kitchen, living room, bedroom, hallways, basements, stairways. Let Hayden Interior LLC help you find the look that you want. Call Nick Hayden today at Hayden Interiors LLC, 618-772-6790 for your free estimate. Hayden Interiors LLC, on budget, on time, every time. That's Hayden Interiors LLC. Call Nick at 618-772-6790.
Hello, everybody. This is Mike Ogle with Ogle Auctions, and we hope you are enjoying tonight's game, and go Kahawks. Hey, check us out. Every Sunday night, we have an online auction at www.ogleauctions.com. Everything from grandma's china to grandma's motorcycle helmet, it's all here at Ogle Auctions every Sunday night at 7 p.m. Check us out, and we will see you soon.
Nothing has been decided here yet tonight. It's going to take 3 sets for that to happen. 25-22, Collinsville won the first set. 25-23, Alton won the second set. Excuse me, as you can tell, both sets very close. Luke Geisen will set us off here on the right path, we hope, as we are ready to get set number 3 underway. Geisen serves it. And sent over to the side, pushed across on the second shot. And now Luke Geisen sets it up for Carl. Partial block up front, stayed alive by Alton. Into the middle, sent it into the corner. Nice save again by Geisen. Carl slaps it over with the opposite hand. Hull saves it to his brother. Now over to the near side, and then it finds a empty spot, and there's no way Talbot was going to get to that one, and it's a 1-0 lead by Alton. First server in this third set for the Redbirds would be Victor Hull. Across it goes. Jack Geisen, Luke Geisen, and Carl finally gets it across. Here is one hole to the other hole, into the middle, set up, and Talbot mishit it. 2-0 Redbirds. Another serve by Hull coming up. Popped up front. Falby. Geisen to Wilkinson. He gets it across. Saved by McNamee. And moved up front. Here's a chance for Carl. Big kill. Carl He's had 6 of those now tonight. Sorry, that was Ramsey. McNamee is number 5, Ramsey number 9. Here is Carl back to serve now for Collinsville. Kahok's finally on the board, 2-1 contest. Carl sends a low line drive over. That one's going the wrong way, but Alton saves it. Hull gets it over. Carl sets it up. Luke Geisen behind him for Talbot. Talbot, back line. That one's going to go too far. No one's going to get to that one, and we're tied at 2. Carl with another serve coming up. John Carl sends another low one down, picked up by Alton, and that's out of bounds off of the hands of McNamee. Collinsville now out front by 1 point. Carl ready for another serve. Oh, that one off of his fingertips and spun and didn't even make it to the net. 3-3. Austin Norton back to serve for the Redbirds. And Falvey pushes it up front, but no one there. Everybody backed up because of that long serve, and then there was no one up front to help out. This kid throws that ball up to the roof, man. Austin Norton. That one's in. Ace by Norton. 2 point lead for Alton. Yeah, and I'd hug this sideline just a little bit more there, John Carl. Gets a spin on that ball, and Carl pushes it up front over to Jack, and Jack down. Nicely done. And it's back to a 1 point game. 5-4, Alton with the lead. Matthew Falvey back to serve. Falvey sends one in the back. Hull sends it up front. Brother checks it out, and a block out of bounds will give Alton a 2 point lead. That's what happens. You get those blocks over on those sidelines, man, it'll hit you. And if it goes straight out of bounds, that's a point for the opposing team. James Hull back to serve. He does so. Carl pushes it up front, and Ely sets it up. Another partial block. That one stays alive. Hull, and that one into the corner, and that one's out of bounds. Six to 5. Joey Rauch back to serve now for Collinsville. Rauch into the middle, pushed up front by Norton. And nice job, Jack Geisen with a block for a point. Another serve coming up for Joey Rauch. 6 to 6. Into the middle, Norton shoves it up front. Hull sets it up, and a miss hit there. As I believe that one off 2 different players in like pinball fashion. 7 to 6, Alton back out front. Guess they didn't want number 14 to serve. Tucker Gehrig comes in. He'll serve. Popped up front, and Carl sends it over to Luke, who sends it to Jack. That's blocked, but Falvey was right behind Jack to take care of it. Jack with another opportunity. That's in. Big kill there by Jack. His second of the night. And for his efforts, he'll get to go back to serve. We're tied at 7. Every match has been real close. Into the back. Hull picks it up, and Ely, he gets there first. Sends it off a partial block and down. 8-7, Collinsville back out front. Jack sends another one low on the near sideline. Norton takes care of it. Hull sets it up. A simple little touch there by Sheppers. Collinsville back to work. Here is Ely. Finds a spot down in the middle of the floor. And unable to get there in time was Austin Norton. Collinsville now up by 2. Sideline. Well, that one stays alive. Both teams got it over there on the first or second hit. And now a partial block up front. And Collinsville with a chance to set it up for Carl. Down. Oh, that got out of bounds. Went out of bounds. Well, they're going to say they changed it. That was a partial block that went out of bounds. So Collinsville up by 3. Hull wants to plead his case. Referee told him what was going on, and he said, "Thank you, ref." Over here onto the near side. Rauch saves it. Geisen sets it up for Carl on the far side. That's too far. That was not blocked. 10-8 in favor of Collinsville. Looks like a high ankle sprain over there for Cam Eli. We wish him the best. He's got that ice pack up on over the sock, up near the, well, on the shin. Knuckleball. Rauch saves it. Geisen sets it up for Ely. Has to get out of his way. And that one, oh. They're going to protest something going on here. Rauch saves it. Geisen pushes it over for Carl. Carl on the back row. But now the side judge over here, he wants to say something, and so does Luke Geisen. And I think the side judge saw the same thing Luke did. The near side judge is going to give it to Collinsville. They're going to say it hit the candy cane pole that's attached to the net. So Collinsville goes up 11-8, and now, of course, Coach Weedman wants to log her complaint with the judge on the opposite side, on the far side, but that's going to fall on deaf ears, and Collinsville is going to be up by 3. 11-8, Tyrone Ely back to serve for the Kahawks. Ely waiting for the signal. There it is. Tyrone sends it in the middle. That one's going toward the crowd, but it's a nice save over there. And then Alton gets it across. And a setup for Wilkinson, partially blocked. And then it goes to the other side. Nice job there. Oh, that one's going to, Rauch saves it. Wilkinson's going to get it over. And then that one's going to go out of bounds. Wilkinson didn't swing his arms to give it any momentum. He kind of just put his arms up, let it hit, but it still had too much momentum and went all the way to the other side. And it's a 2-point lead now for Collinsville with Bryant Johnson back to serve. Johnson sends one into the middle. Geisen, Carl, and he grabbed a hold of the ball. Carried it is what they say. Got too much palm on it. And now it's a 1-point game. Collinsville leads 11-10. Another serve for Johnson. Pops it up front. Rauch pops it up to Carl. Carl wants to send it across, and now we're going to have a net violation against Carl. Now the referees want to talk about it. All of the white shirt referees are going to get together to talk about this one. There's some disagreement going on here. They're going to bring in Coach Katie Cease as well. They're going to replay the point. Can't come to a consensus. Mulligan. Do-over, whatever you want to call it. Bryant Johnson back to serve again, but Hull is going to voice his displeasure first. And Geisen will send it over, and he caught everybody asleep. Two-point lead now for Collinsville, 12-10. Luke Geisen back to serve. Luke sends one over the top of the net, and Hull's going to set it up over here on the near side. That's blocked off the bottom of the board, and that's going to belong to Alton because Collinsville sent it up there. 12-11, 1 point lead for the Kahawks. That's the second time that Alton has gotten a point as that ball has hit the bottom of the scoreboard. You need to raise the roof in this place. Here is Victor Hull with the serve. Jack to Luke, over to Carl, down it goes, all the way in the back. Collinsville picks up the point, 13-11. Kahawks back up by 2. John Carl back to serve. He does. Shoved up front, Ramsey. And then a block that no one could get to. Nice job there by Wilkinson on the block. Collinsville up by 3 once again. Matches their earlier lead of 10-7. Carl, there's a nice one. Hull pops it straight up, and then it's going to go up front, and finally getting it over was Norton. Collinsville back to work. Here is Talbot. That's blocked out of bounds. Collinsville gets another point. 15-11, Kahawks with a 4-point lead. Carl back for another serve. Oh, that one's into the net. Boy, he was trying to duplicate that last serve and just couldn't do it. 15-12. Austin Norton back to serve for Alton. Knuckleball saved by Luke Geisen, and Wilkinson tries to get it over, but didn't have any height. That ball was at eye level, and he tried to send it over the net, but he sent it right into the net. 15-13, 2-point lead. Austin Norton serves up another one of those spinners, and that one's out. Get that one right back. 16-13, Kahawks back up by 3. Wilkinson will trade places with Ely. Back to serve is Matthew Falby. Line drive right across. Hull takes care of it. Back over to Hull. Sent into the back. Too far. Oh, they're going to say it was tipped? I didn't see anybody tip that ball. Yeah. Guess I'm wrong. 16-14. James Hull back to serve now for the Redbirds. Hull. Jack DeLuke to Ely. Big save back there by Norton. And then a miss hit. That was a double hit up front, so Collinsville back up front by 3. Getting a little late in this third and final set. Collinsville won the first set, 25-22. Alton won the second set, 25-23. Collinsville with a 3-point lead. Here is Joey Rauch. Rauch sends it over to the sideline. That one partially blocked up front. And then Ely will go for the kill shot, and he'll get it. Tyrone Ely matches John Carl, each now at 6 kills. Collinsville up front 18-14, their biggest lead of this game. Rauch ready with another serve. He does. Pops this one up in the middle. Sent up front. Hull sets it up behind him, and a kill by our Phantom number 14 will get his team back to within 3. 18-15. Tucker Garrick back to serve now for Alton. Pops one up. Back line. Rauch hit it the wrong way, but Falvey is there to save his bacon. And then Carl saves everybody's bacon by getting it over from a strange angle. Falvey with another save. Over to Jack. That one's going to the Alton bench. Collinsville is going to get the point, and it's 19-15. These two teams only had one Southwestern Conference win last year each, and it was against one another. Geisen serves it. Hull up front. Ely Tried to send it over on a kill shot, but that was partially blocked. And now Rauch, Geisen to Carl. Carl on the side. That one goes into the net. Stays alive. Alton did a nice job there. Rauch back over to Geisen, who gets it to Ely, and Ely sent it just a little bit too hard and too far over to the far side, and straight out of bounds it went. 19-16. Watch out now. Here, John Ramsey's going to come in and serve. This kid has a wicked serve. Collinsville up by 3. Falby. Geisen to Ely. Ely with another kill. Collinsville hits 20 points first. 4-point lead. And Ely back to serve. Ely sends one low into the middle. Hull gets it. Side, block, nicely done. Wilkinson with his second block of the night, and that one went straight down to the empty spot. 21-16 Collinsville. And that one across the net. Those are always tough. Hull. And another save by Rauch, who gets it over on the first try. A little touch over. Carl gets it over. Hull to Hull. In, and Rauch over to Geisen. Saved by Hull. Into the back line it goes for Gehrig. Sent across. Carl. Geisen. Back over to John. Carl off of a block, out of bounds. Collinsville back up now 22-16. Six-point lead by the Kahawks. I think that's the biggest lead either one of these teams have had here tonight. Ely sends it over, and two players run into each other, but the Hull brothers will get it over. Here is Rauch for Luke. Geisen sends it over to Carl. Carl, oh, off of the chest of Hull. Stays alive, though, and that one's out of bounds. Collinsville 2 points away. Alton's complaining that it was tipped. I didn't see anybody tip it. Referees both shake their heads no. And it's going to stay like it is. 23-16. Timeout called on the floor. We're back here in just a moment on the Kahawk Sports Network.
The people of Illinois welcome you. The folks in Collinsville, Illinois, well, they want you to stick around for a while and enjoy the sights, the fun, the food, and, of course, the Collinsville Kahawks. The city of Collinsville is a proud supporter of the Collinsville Unit 10 School District. So welcome to Collinsville. Come on over, catch a Kahawks game, or enjoy some of the new places to eat, shop, and have fun. There's plenty to do for the young and the young at heart. Enjoy Christmas at the Collins House during the holidays, tunes that bloom in the warm summer months, and more. There's plenty to do in Collinsville, so come on over for a bit. The folks in Collinsville would love to see you. For more information, go to www.collinsville.org.
23-16, Collinsville just 2 points away from wrapping up a 2-1 match victory over Alton and winning their first Southwestern Conference match of the year. As they got a bunch of those coming up as the season starts to hit the final month. Ely back to serve once again. And he does so. Too hard and out of bounds. So, Alton's turn to serve. Here is Bryant Johnson to do so. Johnson pops one medium territory. Geisen sets it up for Carl. Carl into the net. That ball didn't have enough height on it for him to do one of those traditional kill shots like that, so he needed to just get it across. 23-18, Collinsville up by 5. Johnson, ready for another serve. Into the middle, Geisen, Jack to Luke, to Wilkinson. Into the back, picked up once again. Wilkinson gets it back over. That's out. Nice job by Falby to recognize that he was across the line and danced and just barely got out of the way of that one. Collinsville ready to serve, match point. Why not have Luke Geisen as your server? Luke sends it out of bounds. That hardly ever happened. That's only his second error all year. That one almost stayed in that corner, but it just barely went out. 24-19. Kahawks still up by 5. Still need just 1 point to win. Here is Victor Hull back to serve for the Redbirds. Into the middle it goes. Falby pushes it up front. Geisen sets it up behind him for Carl, and Carl once again into the net. 24-20. Sent over, Falby. Geisen again will test Carl. That's blocked, and no one in the back to take care of the trash. 24-21. Another timeout on the floor. We will step aside for just a moment as well, and we're back after a brief timeout on the Kahok Sports Network.
Hi, Purple and White fans. This is Dan Mode, class of 1989. I'm with New American Funding. Myself and New American Funding are proud sponsors of Kahok Athletics. As we have great coaches at CHS on all the courts, fields, and tracks, we like to coach you through the home buying process and refinance process. If there's ever anything we can do, I can be reached at 618-973-5343 or www.danmodeloans.com. Let's support our student athletes at CHS. They deserve the best. Thank you for your time, and go Kahawks.
Kahawks were up 24-18. Now it's 24-21. They've been playing for the match point for a while. Here it is, popped up. Geisen, Luke, Talbot rolls across the top of the net. And then a block, saved. Now Geisen back over to Luke, back to Carl. Carl down and out. Collinsville wins 25-21. And the Kahawks win 2-1 in a 3-set match, and the Kahawks pick up their first Southwestern Conference victory of the year. First game went Collinsville's way, 25-22. Alton came back and won the second set, 25-23, and then Collinsville won the third and final set, 25-21. This on the heels of a JV 2-set sweep. So the volleyball program very victorious here tonight. We'll take a break here and come back for some post-game coverage. We'll wrap everything up. A little visit with Brenna Swartz, the JV coach, and we will do all that in just mere moments here on the Kahawk Sports Network.
The Collinsville Education Association is a proud supporter of KahawkSports.com and the Kahawk Sports Network. The CEA is your partner as they work to ensure quality education for our children. The CEA advocates excellence and equity in public education and represent over 400 educators in 11 schools in both Madison and St. Clair counties. For more information, you can visit the Collinsville Education Association's Facebook page or the CEA's website at collinsvillecea.org.
At Visionary Wealth Advisors, we empower you to see your future before it's your future, to create your inheritance, to build your vision, to anticipate the known and unknown, and to find potential in both, and build new dawns. Visionary Wealth Advisors.
Visit Brad Keene at his Collinsville office at 106 North Clinton or call 618-467-8420. Got vinyl? Rich's Record Emporium in Uptown Collinsville can take care of all of your vinyl needs and more. You can peruse through thousands of records, from country to hard-to-find jazz, and classic rock is always in stock at Rich's Record Emporium. Used vinyl, new vinyl, and hard-to-find vinyl. Don't forget to check out the audio room at Rich's, where you can check out the latest in audio gear, from new top-of-the-line speakers to turntables and receivers, plus all of the accessories. Rich's has t-shirts, record cleaners, turntable needles, wall art, and so much more. If you can't find what you're looking for at Rich's, they will do their best to find it for you.
Don't forget to mention seeing this ad on the Kahok Sports Network for a 10% discount at checkout. Rich's Record Emporium, 131 West Main Street in Collinsville, or call 618-795-1333 or online at richesrecordemporium.com. First National Bank of Waterloo, with over 100 years serving the Metro East. Visit First National Bank of Waterloo at their Maryville or Collinsville locations for all of your banking, mortgage, and lending needs. Why? Super low closing costs, low construction loan rates, and they do so much to support our local communities. When you need a loan, call the Collinsville team at First National Bank of Waterloo at 618-345-1121 or visit their Maryville or Collinsville locations or online at fnbwaterloo.bank. First National Bank of Waterloo, member FDIC, an equal housing lender. And once again, we welcome you back to Virgil Fletcher Gymnasium. Collinsville victorious here tonight. First Southwestern Conference win of the year as they beat Alton 2-1. And joining us now is Brenna Swartz, the JV head coach and the assistant coach on the varsity side. How are you, dear?
I'm pretty good. How are you?
Not too bad. Let's talk a moment about that JV game, man. 25-22, 25-15. You guys are on a little bit of a roll here, aren't you?
Yeah, we have made it to that point in the season where everything's coming together and it's becoming consistent and it's a lot more fun to play.
5-9 now. You have won 5 of your last 6, and 4 of those 5 wins have been 2-set sweeps. Talk about your JV team and how happy you are for them.
It's actually really fun to think back to the beginning of the season, that first week, and it was rough. But now compared from then to now, it's gotten so much better. It's so much fun to watch them play now.
5-9 sounds a lot better than 1-8, doesn't it?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Talk to me about your libero, number 4, wearing the purple shirt today. That 23rd point was the strangest looking point I have ever seen. I don't know if he kicked it or just flung his hands out there and all of a sudden it went off and it was a point.
It was very scrappy and not ideal, but it worked out in our favor.
Yeah. Who is that young man? What's his name?
Lucas.
Zagorski. Lucas Zagorski. All right, I know that name. That's
a freshman.
It's one of those hockey names. I got a couple of Zagorskis on the hockey team.
Yep.
All right, let's talk about the varsity win here for a moment. You guys needed that, man. These Southwestern Conference wins are so tough and hard to get. So, sigh of relief.
A little bit. It was a very intense game.
25-22, 25-23, 25-21. So all 3 sets, everybody scored in the 20s.
Yeah.
And it was back and forth for a while, too. It wasn't – the biggest lead that you guys had of the night was in this 3rd set when you had a 6-point lead. Other than that, really never got down much under 3.
Yeah, it was a very high competition game.
So I keep track of my own stats. I'm not very good at it, though. I had Tyrone Ely for 7 kills and John Carl for 6. Those 2 up front are a pair, and I'm telling you what, when they get up and they can get on top of that ball and send it down, I don't want to stand in the way of it.
No, not at all. I've been hit by Tyrone's kills before, and it's not fun.
No. All right, well, I won't keep you too long because we get to do this again tomorrow night because I got a game in Granite City with you guys.
Oh, perfect.
So we'll see you tomorrow night.
All right, sounds good.
All right, thank you.
Thanks.
Brenna Swartz, the JV head coach and the assistant here for Mike Nichols on the varsity side, as the Collinsville Cayoks victorious here tonight. 2-set sweep by the JVers and a 2-1 win by the varsity side. So we'll do it again tomorrow. We're in Granite City. We'll be on the air sometime around 5:30, 5:40. All depends on the JV game. And then we have softball for you on Thursday afternoon from the Collinsville Sports Complex. Big thank you to Jack Geisen joining us on the pregame show. Another big thank you to Brenna Swartz joining us on the postgame show. My name is Todd Duke. And until tomorrow, everyone, have yourselves a fantastic rest of your evening.